My name is Larry Rodriguez. I've been writing statements on behalf of the Chevron area. She's being sexually molested and robbed by cops from Houston, Texas for 8 years and 90 days. Please find the Chevron Harris. I haven't seen the Chevron Harris. I don't know where she's at. Please place her in the protection of the federal government. These cops from Houston, Texas are redundant in their entrapment schemes. It's like I gotta go through a different obstacle course of entrapment schemes time and time and time again. I believe you need to get these cops away from me. I asked the court to please identify the unit and those individuals that are following me and forward their departments title and their employees that they're following me, because they're sexually harassing me and trying to entrap me time and time again. They're in my room. They stay in my room. What are they waiting for? They stay in my room invisible. They get invisible by putting their urine in a plastic bottle, equivalent to the dollar water bottles, and they throw it on the curve to the ground could absorb its elements and bind that individual's chemistry with the chemistry in the atmosphere. Then you get a regular screw made out of metal. You put a positive wire on one end, and you put a negative wire on the other end. Then you put a ground wire, has to be the right length, 8 inches, 12 inches, right in the middle. Then you must make sure there's a piece of plastic on the screw or a piece of wood, either one. If you have a piece of plastic, you'll come out a ghost the color of the plastic. Basically, if you put a piece of wood, you just come out the color black, dark black, like a brown. Then you get surrounded by metal, and you hook the wires up to a battery and a switch, push button switch. Then you go to the corner of a metal stairwell, and you put the screw right down there in the middle, about an inch away from the wall. Then you flick the button. Then you stop, but it's really like a stall, not a complete stop. And you do it again. 5 times. Simultaneously. This rhythm got to be all done at the same time. When you stop, you're actually stalling, because you want to pull away the energy that's going into the ground wire, and you want to leave the ground wire with its own energy, which will probably start going back up where it came from. And when you stall, that's what happens. The ground electricity is going back up. And when you stall and you start again, the new electricity comes in contact with the electricity already in the ground, and it creates a combustion, sparks. And that's what opens the dimension that gets you invisible. That's how you get invisible. And there's an invisible cap in my room portraying to be a ground, G-R-O-N-N-D, a spirit. And he keeps following me around and around and around, and he doesn't let go. Everywhere I go, he has people harassing me, sexually harassing me, and I believe now they're putting urine in condoms and having people drop the condoms around when I go into a store and say I did it. They was doing this before too, and the sex offender cops in Manhattan that follow you around, they do that too a lot. And I'm not doing none of that. And I've been asking whomever is responsible for these cops to get them away from me, because they already been caught attempting to entrap me, and they already been caught sexually harassing me with my statement in acting in concert with a video that was in the area when they made allegations against me with their accomplice right next to me under the same video, which said video saw me doing nothing of the sort that their accomplice were alleging. This is occurring again now. I don't have no peace. It's like this cop, this unit, they're not letting me go out there and breathe and meet women. Every time I meet a woman who's ever following me and who's ever aware that I spoke to that woman, they call their accomplice and tell their accomplice to go to that woman, and their accomplice ends up with that woman within a matter of minutes or whatnot. And these cops, they're sort of like keeping me away from my rights as a human being to have sexual relations with a woman, and they're having homosexuals come around me all the time. And I asked this court, please get these cops away from me. They're sexually harassing me. I believe, though, and it's just speculation, though I'm theorizing that these cops have a fatal attraction toward me because I rejected their attempts to mingle with me while in the field with their homosexual accomplice and them and whatnot. But I reject them time and time and time again. How long is this going to go on? Hypothetically speaking, right? if I do something to these, hypothetically speaking, if I do something to one of these cops, right, assault them or something like that, then, right, and if it comes out on the media, they're going to say, a man with extensive criminal history attacks police officer doing his job. Well, wait. This police officer is under the guise that he's doing his job, but he's stalking me and he's keeping me from my right to be a human male time and time again, and it's continuously everywhere I go, and he's there, they're there, their whole unit. You understand? He stays there behind the chair. I don't know if he's there now and he left, but if I call him there now and he just left, you can put this under a thermal monitor, and if you see him walking away, when I say he's right there usually most of the time, and he started to walk away because he noticed I was filming, well, then you know that my allegations are confirmed. My allegations been confirmed in the past and nothing has been done about it, right? Please get these cops away from me. I'm gonna live my life. And if I do something in relation to sneaking away from these cops so I can live my life, so I can have interaction with people without worrying about these cops coming around and doing something to them, man or woman, and then trying to blame it on me. Why? Why is nothing being done? I mean, how many times have I written the same complaint and alleged the same thing over and over again? I'm not doing anything. Why are these cops following me? Yes, I have an obligation to report and an obligation to be under the jurisdiction of a certain legal unit, though. But they're not supposed to be doing what they're doing to me or to anybody else. But basically, I'm worried about me, not everybody else. But in the long run, at the end of the day, I will use everybody else to prove that everything they did to everybody else, they're doing to me, which will also confirm my allegations against these cops. Checking the Chevron Harris bank account will also confirm my allegations that these cops are robbing the Chevron areas. But nobody's looking into that. What's going on here? Where am I? Am I on another planet? Am I not a United States citizen? Do I not have a DD-214 honorable discharge document? What's going on here? Don't I have any rights? I mean, I'm seeing that the illegal aliens here being adjudicated have more rights than me. And I'm an American citizen, not committing no crimes, not bothering nobody, though being stalked by cops who are gay and feel offended, believe I, that I reject their sexual preference which they keep trying to impose on me time and time again, man. My name is Larry Rodriguez. I'm not committing crimes. Please find Sharon Harrison and place her in the protection of the federal government. Thank you.